Go Fever!
Currently going through with my second battle.
Very excited. I love the jersey.
Thank you. It's a photo album, kind of with us and Kate in it too.
Oh, that's so this works.
With my history with Caitlin in Iowa, I went to summer. Really good experience for me to see her.
What we think? Get back. Yeah, go Fever!
I miss Caitlin. Just felt good to see her again and be back in her like.
1, 2, 3.
What a great DeMar DeRozan is definitely going to help this ball club. We under ball games outside of De'Aaron Fox.
Late in games, he was great in the clutch last year.
Following their biggest win of the season over the New York Liberty, Indiana Fever basketball is brought to you by CareSource, and it was see what she and the Fever have for an encore here this afternoon as we Fever offense executed.
You know, Christy Sides will tell you their defense is getting.
The Fever snapped a 9-game losing streak against the New York afternoon. What do you make of this? Lexi Hull gets the start here today in place of Melissa Smith.
You know, to accelerate up the floor, she wants a sprint. And she
avoiding the letdown after that massive win over #1 New York to bring 5-5 over their last 10 after starting out. We close in on the Olympic break. There is Dee Richard for the Mystics on their opening possession. Dolson can't cash in and say.
One thing you worry about is rebounding, and Washington had
feverish start against the Liberty on Saturday. Here's Clark on the drive. Moving a former Olympian and Ariel Atkins. Hines Allen will launch and miss on a 3-ball. Clark, good feed inside. It's Samuelson. Clark is averaging 10 assists here over the afternoon, second in assists in the WNBA. And there's Atkins working off the Hines Allen screen, misses on a 3-ball. On Van Loo, Clark, pretty step back, hits a 3. Over 12 points, 12 assists, and 12 rebounds. Van Loo and
up the court.
Samuelson shot rattles out.
But the Fever will take it. It's her first 3 attempt, and it's good.
Last 3 weeks or so is Dolson. She's the top 3-point shooter in the.
And I looked up her numbers at UConn. She only made a total short roll, and that was my point before. At 6'5", she's a great.
Samuelson feeding it inside. Boston with deep position on Dolson. That shot limiter in their 2+ games, so she has lit up Indiana.
Guarding Stephanie Dolson to start the game.
And Lou on the drive. In the open, this is a Fever defense that has been improving.
It's just a matter of keeping players in front and then knowing your.
Atkins feeds inside and a whistle. This is the third matchup wins. Washington's really been competitive this season despite that record. Way downtown. Is that one short? Not when it's Clark, but on the other end. Washington's rattled off 8 in a row here. They've got a 3-point. Samuelson stepped on.
You can see the pick door cut, just didn't handle the bounce pass.
They have the highest scoring bench in the WNBA. Stays in their rotation. Walker Kimbrough lines up a 3. This here for Indiana.
Her sister Carly, who's one of those injured players for Washington, usually really going after it hard, trying to stay in shape so she's ready after the.
Inside sees a double team, feeds it to Edwards, and Edwards rolls it.
You got to have somebody drop down from the top and take that cutter to the back.
Samuelson's been aggressive early. Samuelson gets inside, sees a double team, and 2 category turnovers for good portions of the season. Sets up Samuelson, who's wide open and cashes in with a 3.
Memory and the ability to self-correct. She has not shot the ball. That's a tough one for her to miss.
Atkins off balance. That was a tough shot. The 2020 Olympics. And Boston going to be hit with an offense.
Team in the league. Well, confidence and chemistry are growing with time for the decision to make the playoffs. But their recent success, according to Kelsey Mitchell, has a lot to that road trip and have been implementing that into the last few games as a focus of this group.
In the first quarter, here's Melissa Smith checking in and running the floor. And Lou driving on Clark. Dangerous pass. Knocked out of bounds.
Late. Aaliyah Edwards on Boston trying to utilize that quickness deck the last 2 possessions.
Washington shooting it just have taken 9 more shots than the Fever have.
Good recovery back, high hands to put pressure on the ball in that improved defense that Kelsey was talking about.
Oh, Atkins, albeit in a Fever win, but she is more than capable. Atkins. And Smith trying to work the baseline.
They're in a better position to catch and shoot in their offense. And Caitlin and Aaliyah play a lot together. Aaliyah Boston's been posting up on the block.
Away from Samuelson underneath. So it's Demiris Dantas the season here with an injury.
I think Dantas can be through the Olympic break.
There's Smith launching and missing on a
Her skill set, which she's been a mainstay in this league for.
teams. Dangerous pass there, knocked away and stolen. Atkins comes up.
Along with Indiana Fever's Christy Sides.
Wasn't sure if she was going to make it. Got the call from. Ball hasn't been in Mitchell's hands here much. But Fever turn it over now for. Fever turn it over about 15 times per game. Atkins wheels it inside in a beautiful find.
Door look. Good execution by Washington.
Go off the first 5. Clark trying to answer and does. Couple of assists, 3 rebounds here in the early going as Walker Kimbrough next to Mitchell on the attack. Reverse, got it to go. Saturday, that game-tying 3 as Dolson.
Have 5 wins and think that you can just show up. You know Eric Tebow's going to have his
Soto on Saturday. They did fall late, Washington, but they've been competitive. Good hand.
Job by Melissa Smith that time to help blow up that ball.
Nobody picks up Melvin on the other end.
Door on her.
Times. There's some sloppiness with the passes. I think, yeah.
Caitlin Clark has the ball in her hands, initiating on the top of the floor, making it. But right now they need the ball in her hands.
Atkins pretty percent, but they're trailing by 9. They've taken twice as many shots as the Fever have, 24-12. Boston back on the floor with the 2 fouls.
I think they're going to go back to a little quarter anyway.
Wheeler has to hoist. It's an air ball.
You check out the numbers for the Indiana Fever on better as they continue to work on their chemistry.
To average under 80 per game. Offense has been a challenge. The Mystics. Eric Tebow with a red-hot first quarter.
Just about hoops in general, everything from the Olympics to.
Clark comes up with the steal. Nice job by Melvin to get back. Less than 11 minutes. There's Emily Ainsler. Still a long way to go here as Clark feeds it into Wheeler for the bucket.
9 players.
The Fever just
back cutting the Fever right now.
It's Clark from way downtown. Leaves that 3 ball short. Has been all Mystics ever since. Extra pass. Here's Van Loo, who's wide open and splashes the floor. She backs her way in. Boston with a right hand to the bank shot.
I mean, 2-6 over that left shoulder.
Boston's first scoring here on the night as Ainsler's on the floor right now. Van Loo, a starter. She's a 3 Boston spins and is called for traveling. Stretch averaging 18 and 10 over her last 9. Is it ahead. Wheeler gets it to go. Too far underneath. Ainsler will launch another 3. Can't hit that one either. Here's Clark, catch and shoot. Coming here for the Mystics. Edwards with a shot clock. Atkins launches and hits a 3. She's been.
Which shooters can do.
Samuelson fires away, can't answer with a 3. Smith sends her back. Edwards on a second effort.
For travel.
Well, they've hit Boston with that call a couple times. Largest lead here of the afternoon. It's 15. That is a foul on Hines Allen.
I love the way Melissa Smith has approached the game, though. As she
Mitchell on the drive, splits the double team, draws the foul, gets it to.
Makes that finish with her eyes.
Although misses the N1. And now a message from CareSource. He maybe got away with a walk there. Shot too strong, but on a second effort lays it in. Isaac Barnett there on the far side of the screen. Smith into Edwards, draws the foul, got it to go. Third longest stretch of 20 assist games. That movement, it's Edwards knocks down the 2 free throws, rookie out of UConn. It's her first minutes on the drive and the left-handed finish.
I the bounce and get to the free throw line. We just got to do a better job on the second side, because after defenses have
Sandy Brodello gave her the call, and she said she was just a bag of tears. And also Christie's facing off against her future teammate, Jay Melbourne, playing for the Mystics.
He was just going down memory lane, you know, and we talk about Diane's impressive.
Totally was a part of an Olympic mix. Turnovers continue to plague Indiana. Atkins misses. Taking care of the ball in the first half, but Clark gets it to Wallace, who can't finish.
I say it a lot, Pat, when it comes to Caitlin. She makes the green by Kelsey Mitchell
Wide open, and Clark can't get the bounce.
upon getting fouled.
Clark hits the free for again, and it's Walker Kimbrough out to the races.
What a
Mitchell, that's a deep two, and got it to go. Turpin wide open, and her three ball falls in a fitting end. It's a 51-point half for the